dining room. Today is Sunday, October 26th, and it is exactly, to be exact, 10:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I welcome you all back to War Notes. We have baby Victor here in the background, but now you guys can see actually what I'm actually doing as a human being when I'm doing these videos, right? Because we're all human beings, we have families and all these things. Now these days, it is so much AI that I'm like, I gotta do another video in person. I do a lot of my shorts and stuff like that in person, of course, but a lot of the radio broadcasts I don't do in person because of that reason, because I want people to focus more on the information that I'm providing versus trying to look at the background or pictures or this or that. But now that all this AI stuff is out here, you don't even know what's real anymore. I'm so confused. I don't know what's real anymore. So I decided that today I would do my live actually in person. And um, I always do my lives in person, but with the radio broadcasting, I never have like my background and all that things because my face is not important when we're talking about the facts of what's going on around the globe. Anyways, good day, family. I welcome you all back to War Notes. I am Paviel G, your host, as you know, and I try my best indeed to bring you the real, the raw, and the now, right? Now, before we get in today's headlines, okay, I want to let you know, given how much, again, like I mentioned, given how much AI and automated talk, shall we say, is happening out there. Welcome, Janet. Welcome. But now that all of this AI and automated talk is happening out there, I'm going to be doing more, if possible, of my broadcast in, I would say in person, even though I do all of them in person, when my schedule allows, right? Um, Now, because your voice, right, deserves authenticity, you know, your story deserves a real presence, not a programmed echo. And that's what's happening a lot with this AI stuff. And if you all haven't subscribed yet, now is the time to do so. Make sure that you all share this broadcast and let this voice reach more ears if possible. Hello, welcome Joshua to the broadcast. I welcome Joshua. Welcome Miss Janet. And we'll go straight into what's happening across. As you can see, the bottle just fly across the room. This is what I actually go through when I'm doing these broadcasts. Okay, so you guys know. Okay. Anyways, we'll dive into what's happening across the United States, what's shifting in the White House, as you know, and what storms are gathering around the world. Welcome, Dan. Yes, it's the latest news. As you know, if you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I do old school radio broadcasts, but now with all this AI going on, I wanted to make sure that I come in live with you also. If you just stay tuned with me, you guys will get the latest on what's going on, and we'll get straight to the point and what's shifting across the United States, what's shifting in the White House, what storms are gathering around the world, right? Now, right now in Washington, in the White House, and I'm just bringing facts, okay? Um, Internal memos are showing right now that the administration is scrambling to manage a new wave of resignations across key national security posts. According to leaked sources, as of right now, 4 senior advisors in the National Security Council handed in notice this week, citing disagreements with the current foreign policy direction. Now, senior officials say that they are worried about, quote, mission creep, end quote, and most of all, a lack of defined strategy. Meanwhile, the White House announced a new executive order, okay, expanding the use of federal agents in major city protests, raising a lot of eyebrows among civil rights groups who warn of increased federal presence in urban policying. Across the U.S. in general, the economy continues to creak under pressure. Mortgage rates have ticked up to 6.9% for average borrowers. Retail sales for September fell short of expectations, showing a 0.2% decline, marking the first negative reading in 6 months. Unemployment in general remains low numerically, okay, but wage growth has stalled, especially in service industries and manufacturing, most of all. Now, many workers report working more hours without getting ahead. It's happening more and more often. Every day it's a different change, right? As we know. But this is what's occurring. Now, globally, the war in the Middle East shows no signs of abating. Israel conducted airstrikes in southern Lebanon, targeting infrastructure linked to Hezbollah. Now, in Eastern Europe, Ukraine released satellite imagery suggesting that Russian forces are preparing longer-term entrenchments around Zaporizhia, anticipating a drawn-out campaign. And in Asia, China and North Korea, they held joint military exercises near the Yellow Sea, including live fire drills and just signaling increased cooperation and increased risk for regional escalation, to be exact. Meanwhile, food insecurity warnings have been issued for parts of East Africa and Southeast Asia, where monsoon failure and supply chain shocks are driving famine alerts very high right now. But overall, I guess what you all want to know, as my listeners here, what does this all mean for you? What does this mean for the world? What does this mean for everyone? Okay, that is watching, that is not so distant. All of what's going on, it touches your wallet, right? It touches your rights, it touches your stability. Because when advisors in general resign under strategy disputes, when federal forces grow, when wars expand and food shortages loom, you should be on alert. Right now, folks shouldn't be alarmed. I do apologize for my internet connection there. Yes. When I thank you all for being here. Yeah, Mr. Dan. Thank you. I was reading that comment all at the same time. And then, of course, the internet is horrible, but I apologize for you all that are hanging in. But yeah, it's not really to alarm folks. It's really just for folks to be alert. Simply because this child is tired. So he's ready to go to sleep. He's ready to take his daytime nap. But because you deserve to know, right? You deserve to act. You deserve to have a voice in times ahead, right? Now, folks, I thank you all for look right there. They're going to see you crying. Say hi, everybody. I thank you all for spending this time with me on War Notes. I appreciate you all. And if you found value at all in this broadcast, not the baby's cries, please subscribe. Share it with someone who needs to hear real talk, real facts, real life. And we will, as much as possible, keep these live shows coming in person when possible. So you get the truth, okay? Unfiltered. Okay, and until the next time, I am Pavio G. I am your host. Please stay strong, stay informed, okay? Stay just. And this is War Notes, and I am signing off. I thank you all so much for hanging in there. Thank you so much, Mr. Dan. Have a good day, you all. Bye now. Catch you guys a little bit later on the next live. There goes the hat.